And to my warriors, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we get into the campaigns of Coppertop, Cannoneers. And last time, we got in our cardio, which is about all I can really say about that. And if you don't know what that means, then go back and rewatch the episode or watch it for the first time. If this is your first time, you can open new tabs. It's a feature on all web browsers these days. Even Edge has tabs. Maybe. Yes, it will become your baby. We will construct it to be goodness. Oh, I remember this map. This is where... Wasn't Stormwind, was it? Somebody died here. They were killed. They got their head blown off. It was tragic. Big heavies. Followed by the fire support group. Followed by the don't see me because we're super fragile. Actually, no, you're not a super fragile vehicle. You fly. You're the super fragile vehicles. Confirm and drop. Well, BattleTech has got it playing in 2010 way back in the late 90s. The full simulator things, not just for the BattleTech but anything that has like at least a slightly moving simulator is a ton of fun. We don't see them in turn one.
Much in the way of entertainment here.
What do you mean? You got beautiful mountain vistas, a lovely little hidden lake, and wonderful trees. You don't think you can find entertainment here? You just must not have a very creative mind. Just imagine this is the lens that is walking your way. That's not a fun thing. That is something you run from at great speed. Oh, look at how fast little Tommy is. It's great. He's really not all that slow, and it very much amuses me. Same thing with a running gun. Our artillery mechs are fast. Hey, Max, go hunting.
Roger.
Ifrit hunt as well. Oh, we found him. I don't know how they found me, but they found me. Like here, just sort of waddle around looking for decent cover for now.
Moving out.
Steel Battalion was amazing. Absolutely love the BattleTech version. Wasn't Steel Battalion just the one that had the giant controller for it? Nowadays you can make that out of your own Hotess bits. Pyro, let's go take a peek. They're all gonna appear out of nowhere by doing this. Do I really want to take a peek at a 4? I do not. Reserve.
Right here.
Evan Jag, turn on the sensors.
Roger that.
Alright, so we have a Titan. Haha! Wait, no, I sold the Tijuana, didn't I? Gosh darn it. Well, we're only getting no priority salvage out of this one, so that's fine. Centurion and the Condor cavalry tank and a Bull Shark. This is the first Bull Shark, literally, and I use that in the classic definition of literally, which means in actuality, rather than the new definition of literally, which means metaphorically. This is literally the first in-game Bull Shark I have ever seen. And we're not going to be able to capture it. Big ol' honkin' center console for our control system. Alright, so we need to shoot at somebody with long-range missiles, otherwise we're going to go insane. It's a Bull Shark M3! A friend of mine traded to me for a bunch of my Warhammer 40 days off since he hasn't played it in over the decade, had both games too. Sweetness.
Commander?
Was that an English lesson while playing RogueTech? Maybe a little bit. I may have a little bit of a bugbear to pick with the fact that legally, literally may now also mean metaphorically. Which bugs me a lot. I mean, when I think about it, it bugs me. Under normal circumstances, I don't really care. But when I stop and consider, it's like... And I know, Stephen Fry has this wonderful rant that he goes on about the beauty of language and how it evolves over time. But I really struggle to get over with the fact that literally now means one of its definitions is metaphorically, which is the antonym of what it is supposed to mean.
Yes, Commander.
So cute, kill it. No, we're gonna murder this thing. This thing's ugly as sin. It dies. This, however, I wish I could take it, but no. We're getting 0 of 1 priority salvage, or it might be 0 of 3. We were only getting 2 of 11, though, if we had actually taken the mission, so... I don't feel that bad, but at the same time, it's like, really? You dangle this in front of me, game? How dare you? Spam the Titan! Make him suffer. If you try hard enough. This is what happens when a judge doesn't understand. No, he understood plain language. He just said that in common colloquialisms, it it now encompassed more than what it originally was. Because, oh shoot, little Tommy now actually can see his target. That is not really little Tommy's job. But little Tommy about to bring big Tommy along for the ride. May have made a slight mistake in my calculations. Fire! Dead on, sucker! Wow, the amount of stability damage was actually way less than I thought it was going to be, although you apparently managed to scatter into his head.
What's up, boss?
So that's actually pretty fun. Achilles, come forth, save the day. You can do it. Maybe. I mean, theoretically. In sort of a hypothetical scenario, the day could in fact be saved by you. Do me a favor. Don't shoot your friends in the back. One of them has no armor. I'll take it. It's fine. Unstable. You shall die.
Huh?
With my hand. And only my hand. I'm a little bit surprised I didn't have
Yes,
a
Commander.
angle there. But that is fine. You see the Titan? You do.
Roger that.
Brent hasn't opened that one. Mine still is poisoned. I used to have the Steel Division line of contact. Now I don't. I have no idea what happened to it, but I'm a bit mad. Direct fire, 57%. It's always a risk to try and go direct fire with shape charges because, well, you're just missing out on so much. Oh, we hit. I saw this. I saw the 67. We hit him. So he is just getting the absolute crap kicked out of him, which I'm very happy for. It's a very pricey game these days. Yeah, a lot of old games are because they just don't make them, and so there's a limited number in the world. Please don't shoot the chaparral. Can I get like a chaparral with like a nullsig system on it, so I can just hide it in a corner and the enemy literally can't see it? That's all I really kind of want right now.
On the move.
I want
Full speed.
ultra stealth artillery. I want land boomers. Standard mode. I need the ammo types. And engage.
Firing all weapons.
Ooh. I got several direct hits too. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Chaparral will probably not be one of those ones that gets a direct hit,
Got
just
it.
knowing the chaparral. It tends to be a little bit of a ballpark weapon, which is fine, but, you know. Wow, decent scatter on through.
Scored a critical hit.
Got 3 more mechs. I think I can close him out this turn. Maybe. Gonna be a little bit tight on this one because I can't get a direct line of sight with the
Just
Rommel.
running.
Rommel's not designed for this. We'll go Typhon because acid is fun. He has now been officially acided. Lots of pain getting sparked out of him.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Ready
I
for
wonder if I can get
orders.
him to eject. That'd be hilarious. We're gonna come over here. Just give me a little bit more room to maneuver with
On
since
the
I can
move,
only get up to
full
4. And SRMs to the chest. That should... Well, I actually was expecting a death here, but no.
Inflicted some heavy
He's still
damage.
rocking it. Who's the
How
last
might I
person left?
help?
It's Omniscience Glory! Will the last artillery manage to succeed where all others have failed? High explosive, and that I'm just gonna spit the Warlord at him. See what we can get. I'm doubting an actual direct hit, but ooh, maybe I shouldn't have been doubting. Right in front of all the scatter in the world you could want,
Target's taking it.
and that'll be a knockdown. Will he fall over and kill himself? He did not. You are 2 hours and 38 minutes late. It's not a big deal, but since you asked. Alright, he didn't actually get a penetration. That was just the turret. That was just the
They
turret.
think
Gotta
I can
remind myself of this. Alright, he stands! You survived almost every single thing I could throw at you, aside from the mechs that couldn't see you. And lived. Although I have bad news for you. Yeah, artillery. I'm so disappointed he's not dead. I don't understand how he's not dead. I get up to speed. Can I get to a full speed? Not really. Alright, let's... Can I nuke the bull shark? Not really either. Like, I can see it, I just can't kill it. Because the 20% accuracy on bombs is not enough. You are classic bull shark. You are AC-10, AC-5, LRM-5, and medium lasers. Pretty interesting, actually. You know, I can do it. I just realized the bomb inferno accuracy is actually 70%. It's the bomb mines that are less. Enjoy.
Copy that.
And then rain. Yes, we started at 2.
I've got multiple
I've started at
weapons
2
with
for like
no
the past
ammo.
3 weeks. Well, you did not tell us this is an early stream. Are we late? It goes up on the Discord. That is my defense.
Yeah.
I don't mind if you guys are late or not. I only mentioned it because he asked. Under normal circumstances, like, chill up whenever you want. It's totally fine. Alright, and now you die. I don't care what sort of protection you have. Now you're dead. Evan Jaguar has seen you with no armor. They can see him from orbit. Wizard never like. Street says he wants to. Exactly. 46 viewers right now. How many of them? Who knows? I'll have to remember that you started 2 on Saturdays. I'm trying to. I'm really trying to start doing more too. It's not official. Officially, it's still 4 o'clock. But I've been trying to stream early because there's quite a few members of our community who are in the European theater. And so when I start streaming at 4 for us, it's 9 and 10 o'clock at night for them. So they don't really get as much of an opportunity to enjoy. So I figured I'd try and branch out a little bit, at least on Saturday. Do start early, go late. That way people on the West Coast have more of an opportunity to watch. People in Europe have an easier time watching, and just sort of stretch things out a bit. Ever saw it on Discord? Yeah, it shows up in the lounge. If you join the operations group, you get pinged. Which is in the important information tab. The European Theater. Yes! EOTS. The European Theater of Operations, baby.
Copy that.
Ooh, this was probably not my most brilliant plan ever. I don't know why I even did that. Oh, I know what I can do. Yes. Hi, I'm gonna shoot you, and we're gonna have fun. We don't need direct. We'll take the indirect shot just because it'll be closer. But yeah.
On it.
Enjoy the fast cam. I think I hit him. Oh, this minefield is probably the greatest minefield I've ever created. Andy D, can someone explain to me how this online map in RogueTech works? I make a mission on a planet and we win or lose planets thought against clans. We're happy for it. Good afternoon. So the way that the online map works is after you join a faction. So you got to get your reputation with a faction up to 100%, then go to your captain's quarters reputation, and then join that faction. After you do that, every time you fight a battle on a planet, you will influence that planet. The more battles that you fight and win on that planet, the more influence that pushes on. And as everyone who's playing onto this map does it, it'll flip over planets based on who gets control and who doesn't have control. It's really a free-for-all. Every single faction against every other faction. Alliances are very much a gentleman's agreement sort of deal. So go nuts, have fun, join a faction. If you join the Rogue War Discord, you can also find like faction-specific Discords, and they will like coordinate attacks and that sort of stuff. So, hello, Lobra. Can someone explain Galaxy at Warworks? I think I just did. So, and basically that's how it functions. But it's not against specific clans. It's literally everybody fights everybody, and
On my way.
good luck to the
Double
winners.
time.
I do not want to fire a PPC at you because I've started a small minefield over in your direction that I would like to keep more or less intact. Big iron. Get a decent shot. Ooh, that looks like a decent shot. Big iron and Rubik's Cube working together as God intended. Theoretically, this might punch through. It is absolutely awesome. The map is currently in a mini season. It's season 1.5, so things are a little bit different. I think they're testing out a couple of things too. But then there will be a map wipe. Everything will reset to the beginning, and then the factions will go at it again. Damian Barak of RogueTech threw it again. The last time I played actively as part of the... Yeah, I think they did it again. I think Curate is dead again, as is Lau. Because there's not enough people who enjoy that, who like stand for that faction, which is a little sad. They're cool factions. They have interesting things behind it. Although I remember back when it started, after the first couple of seasons, basically the rule became kill the blueberries. Murder all Steiner, because Steiner would always like have the most people playing for it. Okay, this is going to clear my minefield entirely. Yeah. Oh, shoot, I should have reserved. Should have reserved, the fool I. He's moving in 21. Wait, no, he did move. Oh, okay, he did move. He must have moved. He shows him in 21. Fire!
Confirmed. Firing.
Boom. Look at that big glow in the sky. Light carrier. Slip on forward. And light him on fire. Yeah, we'll go flares. Light them up! On the middle of it right now, having so much fun with them. Most new players to RogueTech pick Steiner. Well, so they picked the Mercenary faction, which places you on Galatia, which is in Steiner space. And so you end up just naturally accruing the most experience with Steiner. And because everybody wants access to the black markets and the secret faction shops and all that, then you need to join a faction as soon as possible. And so Steiner just builds huge. I remember some seasons back when the Fire Mantles wiped out 2 other clans. That was pretty cool. And then House of Barak became a thing beyond just the meme. And forever since, we have just been privy to that.
Double time.
I don't know if it's glory or horror. Oh, and House Tortuga as well. The first time we like really participated in any of them, we joined up with the Tortugan pirates. That created a lot of salt. Because the Tortugan faction was made up of people who were like really dedicated to playing. And so they would like figure out various like little strategies inside of things in order to be very efficient. And it was a riot. Watching the salt was as much of a riot as well. They made Galatia Solaris VII now, I think. They're 2 different planets, so House Rock exists, all shall bow before them. And they conquered the guy. Yes, Tortuga did dominate. They were beautiful. Beautiful, hardworking people.
Confirmed.
And someone was like, how often do you play? And this one Tortuga guy's like, I play 18 hours a day. I was like, oh, wow. Because, like, he had the time. No, like the faction Solaris 7? Oh, I know there's a Gladiator start, which starts you on Solaris 7, but I could have sworn the Mercenary still starts you on Galatia. Might be wrong on that. It's been a while since we've, started a new campaign. Also, last campaign start put us out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, thanks for clearing up the minefield, I guess. Would have been nice if you had actually hit the Centurion. That would have been way cooler. Bull Shark walking through my minefield. Wow, you're going for it, huh? You can't handle that heat. I don't think that you can do it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why are you even trying?
Waiting for orders.
All right, Ifrit. Let's finish off the Centurion. Could blow off his arm. Well, I could blow off his arm. Or I could get behind you and just, fill full of his arms. And Galatia belongs to the Solaris faction as well as some other planets. Oh, that's got to be an independent faction then, because Galatia belongs to the Wolf Dragoons. I just went to Davy if the local pirates will like me. Is there any chance with the black market? Yes. I mean, I'm in Steiner space. The pirates hate me. I have access to the black market. It's weird, they're a faction. How YouTube new catch you can stream finally.
Commander.
Well, welcome, Gritter. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Glad to see that you've decided to move towards a higher plane of existence. Nah, we're just happy to have people. All right, hi there, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't take your head off. Just kind of grin and bear it.
Guess I'll give it to him then.
That may have been a bit much.
I got him.
Yeah, we set off the ammo. And killed the pilot.
Mission
Not
successful.
only did we blow up his ammunition, we also blew up the pilot. I think we may have gone a little bit far, a little bit too much on that one, and we do apologize. Didn't mean to completely obliterate everything. Bull sharks are cool. I think the design
New target
is very
acquired.
gorgeous. A1 Welder has gifted another tier 1 sub to Grinner. He's up to 145 subs. So I'm going to send out my Urban Mechs. Y'all need to send out your Urban Mechs. Why? To thank the people who thank the channel. There is no overkill. I mean, like, he was totally helpless. At that point, we were trying to, like, steal stuff. The pilot equals no problem. 1.4 million Seabills. So not bad. That'll be a nice little start off to how much we make. Although, it is difficult to field our entire lance. We got a Titan part! Yay! Oh, it's not a Tijuana. It's a Tyler? Sure, we'll call it a Tyler. Sensor space, get out of here. Half machine gun ammo, get out of here as well. I don't need any of that. Yeah, I think the Bull Shark is in orbit at this point. The 95-ton battle mech with a very cool looking design to it. I remember when they first announced the Bull Shark, we reverse engineered how to build it with what it was showing on the picture. Like, it didn't tell us the actual weapons it had on board. We were just looking purely on what the picture of the mech looked like with the rotary barrels and everything. And that's how we figured out that it was a clan mech. What put you over from YouTube? Ask for metrics. Never diss a trash can. You never know what people left in there. Like hyper lasers. Oh god, hyper lasers. Or a tandem rocket Irby. How amazing would that be? And by amazing, I mean terrifying, and keep it away from me. The Simpson Desert has been taken from the Valkyries. Merrick picking fights with people. 40,000 Seabills, that's not too bad. A little bit of light damage, mostly on running gun, only on running gun, demonstrating how expensive it is to fix Omnimex. Good God, Omnimex, why? All right, I need to go to. We gotta sketch. We gotta sketch something.
Nice to see you down here.
Hello, Mr. Atlas. So this is Antonides' Atlas. He's been asking for it for a while. Okay, beer run. Need anything on that? I think I'm good. I think I'm fine. He has requested heavy large lasers and big Gauss energy, which I think we might be able to oblige. So we pull everything off except for that engine, because we're going to need that engine. Now, the thing that's going to drive the price of this mech, we are instantly going to spend about 3.9 million Seabills. And the reason why is we're going to do the following. We're going to go to internals, we're going to go engine, we're going to go Clan XL, and boom, 3.9 million Seabills. It's almost like I took a look at this before. So why is this a bomb, Shade has mentioned? Oh, right, this has a speed multiplier. Right. Huh. I don't see what's a bomb, though. 15%, oh, 15% failure on activation with an additional 15% every turn afterwards. See, that might be a little bit painful. Anyway, we got to put in that. Obviously, we have to put in some sort of really powerful heatsink kit. And I'm going to hope that a clan one. Do I have enough clan heatsinks? I have 11. That might be enough. Maybe. Got here with some Twitch. Just kind of shut up. Watch on YouTube because I can't watch Wednesday stream, but got some Monday. That's nice. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, you're talking about something that is increasing your speed by, what was it, 50%? Yeah, it is a 50% run multiplier. Like, you're going supersonic at that point. It's almost tempting to try and rework the Atlas with this in mind, because that kind of speed would put him on top of things instantly. Alright, 55 tons remaining. We're probably going to go with a XL gyro, if I have one, which I don't. Really? Huh. I will try a stabilized ultralight then, because it's basically the best of all worlds. It is an ultralight gyro, but it doesn't have the negative stability threshold. So, well, might be able to get some interesting amounts of stuff in there. Obviously, endosteel, the amount you get out of endosteel is insane. Do it, that's good speed. Atlas Punchbach with Trek shoes. You can do that. I mean, if you do the Transformer event, you can get, like, shoes that are treads, and it's hilarious. No, just tandem where you drop it from the air and it fires an AC-10 right at you before landing on the target. Airdrop to mech. Brilliant. Alright, so it was mentioned that preference for heavy larges. Don't know how many I have. Large heavies, I have 1. I got 7 super lasers. Wait, the super is more efficient? 56 for 80 when in damage mode versus 80 for 67. Huh. So the super is a better laser. Oh, let me guess, it weighs like twice as much. It weighs 2 tons more, but I mean, that makes sense. That's fine. A 1 ballistic. We need, of course, big ballistic. Biggest ballistic was asked for. So let's try. I think I'm out of hyper assault gas rifle ammo. I think I used all of it. I have 1 ton, which is not enough. I have heavy Gauss ammo, mag shot, AP Gauss, double Gauss, light AP, and light. So I can use Lugers if I want, but I've only got the 1, so I'd rather have a big gun. Don't have any good artillery though. Go back to the good old-fashioned pirate silver bullet Gauss. This is so good. Supers can explode. 45 damage to the location. Yeah, they can explode, but they don't often explode. But then again, so can heavy large lasers. If you hit them, they will explode. And now the Gauss cannon. Do we need the case 2? I don't think we'll need case 2. I'll look to see the tonnage at the end of it, but I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. I seem to remember an episode like that in at least one of the BattleTech goods. Get allied mechs between 2 enemy ones, catapult and the pilot, alpha, the allied mech into the back of the detonate everything. It's the plan. We could go the risk silver bullet Gauss. I'm not a fan of it. I mean the heavy one, like the really big one. I just don't think that it does all that much. I'd rather have the pirate one, because I think the pirate one better serves the mech. I know it's a little weird, but it's pretty good. Give me a double Gauss ammo. Then I have 2 giant missile slots. Well, you know what they say. When the going gets tough, Oh, I can't fit 2 heavy MRMs in there. No. My plan has been foiled. How about 90 MRMs? I mean, that is like a drowning amount of MRMs. Ooh. That would not go poorly. Give me the weapon support. Give me an AMS MK2 right in that center torso. I mean, I may not even need endo steel in this thing. 80 bigger than 90 no. Check the heat delta. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. 60 for 210. Oh, we're toasty. We're very, very toasty. Not even an exchanger's gonna save this. Oh, thrown an exchanger. We are still 75 for 189. Give it advanced zoom. No, I need advanced optics. I've only got an advanced optics Mark 1, really? Might into clan bank. 35 resistance to heat damage, meh. How much additional heat does it give? Maybe. That's not gonna quite work. There's a couple of problems in there. Theme of the day, meltdowns. Yeah, the super laser really kind of does that, doesn't it? And unfortunately, I can't double exchanger. Otherwise, I totally would do it. Used to be able to double exchanger with no problem, but then they realized that that was too powerful. My engine has a +2 heat cap, so let's go internals. Engine heatsink +2. Give it a little bit more defense. Do I have a radical prototype double heatsink kit? I have a radical compact, but I don't have any additional compact heatsinks, do I? Radical compacts, of course. Converts. What does he use? Converts a single heatsink to a radical compact heatsink. Yeah, I don't have it. No cool shot. Cool anti-flush wouldn't be enough. I don't believe there's any armor that I have that would get rid of more heat. I haven't even done the ammo on this thing yet. It gives me 87 for 186. Let's load the ammo into this thing and see how much I can cram in terms of heatsinks. Because it's going to be important. Ammo MS. MS. And then MRMs. Will give me 200 shots. That's 3 shots there. And then improved. And incendiaries, it's 600 shots. And then a tandem ton because 800 shots is better. We have 11 clan heatsinks, just add those. It's a question of space. iPhone, remember, is interclan in the Jade Falcon Book 8 in Pride's Judicial Trial, what it's called in English. His trial of refusal. It's heat dissipating armor, put the engine heatsink to 5. Only +2 cap on a 300 rated fusion core. I can't. Is not possible. Alright, internals. Heatsinks. Clan internals. Let's see how much I can cram in here. May have to dump the AMS. Nope, we're already maxed. Alright, kill the endo steel. We don't need it. In the memorams in the arm. More heat sinks. What are we up to? We are at 117 for 160. Woo. The heat, it's getting to me. Gives me 1 additional slot. That is not enough. I need more. Compact gyro, maybe? Don't have one. So I have 1 open spot. What I can do is remove the incendiary. Move the improved over to here. I know this is temporary, don't worry. I know it's driving me insane as well. And another clan heatsink. That's about max of what we've got to play with. I have no more room for anything else. And I can't remove the XL clan. Although I could turn it into a society one. Fire only one super laser at a time. No, you'd you'd rotate. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Remember the head. Haven't even put any defensive systems in yet. The AMS may not be worth it. Like, I'd like to have AMS. AMS is very nice to have as a defensive tool, but I don't think it's worth it compared to the heatsink that we need all set up on that. Super lasers are an awkward size. Any heavier engine heatsinks? Unless I build a bigger engine, then no. I'm actually tempted to try and step down this engine system. Because that would give me a little bit, well, 2 more slots in the end. Could move stuff around even more. Also would cheapen up the build to build it, which is always a concern. So if I went with the Society Light, still gives me 3.5 tons. And then I could... It'd have to be something like that. Allows me to slip in one more. Work to 135 for 160. Is that even manageable? All right. Next core size is a 375, which I don't have. I know it's a 325. If I step up 325 engine, we are overweight. That would only give me one more core, so no point in that. Kind of galls me to have one slot left. Like, no, I want to make it perfect. The interesting thing about this Atlas is taking damage is not a problem in it. Because who cares if you take damage in it? You're already pretty well established. A little bit more shaving on this one. Can I get up to 55 on both of them? Not quite. What do I gotta lose? Here we go. You don't have any heat reduction fire control systems? Good point. We haven't even looked at that. I've been dealing with the problem much more directly. So, multi-track, Predator. Be nice to have a Predator on this one. So that would give us some pretty nice accuracy buffs. But I'm not seeing an energy-only targeting system. Oh, no, there is an energy one. I am using a silver bullet Gauss rifle, and it is on his shoulder. +2 accuracy at all ranges. Doesn't give any heat buffs. No, I think the MRMs provide too much of a support on that for that to be a good idea. And as for computers, heat, 10% heat generation. Ooh, that might be perfect. Alright, so instead we will go with a Advanced Targeting System Mark II, which allows me to put in a... But actually allow me to pull one out, which would be nice. Shift that over there, and then that would give me the heat. That brings us to 129 for 160. Oh, that was because that's the extreme range. I'm like, wait, what? There we go. That brings us to 129 of 144. We're 15 away. So that chopped that in half. BC energy as well. If I had the room for it, yes. But I have invested quite heavily in other things now. 3 tons of ammo is really the minimum that I'm willing to accept, because that'll run this missile launcher for 10 rounds and that's it. At the end of that, we're done on ammunition. DC energy would be nice though. I would need a small cockpit, but I'm already struggling with the size of the cockpit as is. Gunnery support A, because he's going to need it. Gunnery support B, because he's going to need it. Give him... Slick Sweet is tempting. I did say that I wanted to do enhanced imaging on something. Ooh, what is this going to take up? Is it just extra big? Enhanced imaging cockpit, which will allow it to shoot and scoot, which is very amusing to me. Mech is not undergunned at all. And the sensor system, we're going to want some sort of recce sensor, I think, for a built-in bonus. Or sensor tracker. That might work well. It's an Atlas and it's slow, so the short-range bonus is probably not a big deal. Sensor tracker maybe. Sensor recon, though, comes with bonus to sensor checks. Sensor tracker, do you have any like that? Are you an active? You're not an active probe anymore? Really? I could have sworn you used to be. Sensor tracker will allow it to be more accurate. Considerably more accurate. You can put the BC energy in the shoulders. The concern is weight. I don't have it. Any ECM? Not really. It does not have it. Very much a toast wagon. And I just don't have any room to cram in anything else, unfortunately. I have 1 slot remaining, which would be nice, but the managing the heat on both these super lasers and the MRM is pretty difficult. We've managed it, I think. This is all right, but it'll be cheap to take damage, which is good. Makes it a really, really strong candidate to just get shot at, which I like. I'm on board with that plan. That lets me armor up the full. So because standard armor, standard structure, even if it gets a penetration, it's not that bad. The most expensive thing, honestly, is this engine. What's the delta now? It's like 15. Yeah, 15. So not bad at all. Trying to do anything with heavy lasers is a bit of a challenge, and I'm trying to fill up the Atlas as best as I can. So we got big ballistic Gauss, which is very nice. Then we've got the twin large lasers, which is also very... Ooh, shoulders. I think I have some. Why didn't I think of this? Because I'm a moron. That's why. This weighs 1 ton and reduces weapon heat by... Oh, we'll have to check. So right now the delta's 15. So we mount this, we dump this, we go to 123. So we actually gained some. We gained a little bit of ground. Ooh, we are at... Actually, no, we didn't. 7 plus 11. No, we lost ground on that. Never mind. Yeah, that weapon mount heat is not worth the exchange. And heatsink. I would love to put all of the ammunition in board, but that's clearly not going to be possible under the current rules. I was going to say the lasers lack a little bit of bang for the buck. So the super lasers are dealing 80 damage in the damage mode, 45 damage or 60 damage in the normal mode, and then 45 damage in the long range mode. So it'll be able to fire at maximum range with the Gauss rifle, and then if it ever does get close, it can switch over to a shorter range version, and it can utterly annihilate targets. It's also very cheap in terms of armor and structure. Like this costs nothing. And honestly, if I really wanted to get this fully under control, I could remove this light engine, dump down the MRM from the 60 to a smaller size, and I could make this even cheaper. It's kind of weird that, like, because of the hard points, I actually don't have a ton of room to play with. Big brother. And that would actually make this so much cheaper. That might be worth it. How small of an MRM would we be looking at? We're 11 right now. Has to go 6.5 tons. It's basically what we're looking at. So 6.5 ton MRM. That's clearly not that. Yeah, the MRM 30 would do it. We're losing half of our throw weight, but we're changing this from being a 412 to a 694. That would be cheap as chips. Or even to ATMs or something. But I don't think I have enough of them. ATM 12 would cost me 7 tons, yeah. Although an IATM 12 I might be able to save on ammunition costs. Because right now I'm sinking 3 tons into that, and I could get more out of that. Risk on level 15. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Weighs 4 tons though. Can't quite cram 2 of them on there. And also I'd need to spread out the ammunition types. What is the point? The point is to get it on the field cheaper and faster. That would be the advantage of that. Also, that would have a major hit on our heat efficiency, which again would also be very good, because we'd be dropping from a 60 to a 30. We'd be able to pull off a whole bunch of things. I know that the engine makes it run faster, but it's not a major advantage for the way this mech is designed. It's not really built to get in your face. It's built to skirmish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 additional heat sinks. But we need 4 million C-bills if we want to build. We want to build the upgraded version. It's tight. It's really tight. Gauss rifle is going to last for a while. The MRM runs out soon, but the MRM is probably not going to have many great shots because of the range. Doesn't have speed built into it. Only through the engine. You can always swap to the upgraded later. Change up the cannon for something lighter. It's not a very heavy cannon. It's only 15 tons. Or 14 tons even. So even if I had a Klein Gauss rifle, which I'm not sure if I do, that'd only save me 2 tons. Yeah, I don't even have a Klein Gauss rifle. Got a Hag for 13 tons. So that's plus 1 ton on that. Luger's a 10 ton. So if I went with the Luger, that would save me most of that tonnage. Although the Luger does have a higher potential alpha, and if it is fighting at range, but the silver bullet gas gives me a cluster mode. Luger handles most of that. Cluster mode does a really good job of knocking people unsteady, though. Can't go wrong either way. Could go ERPPZs. You could, but how much heat is that dealing with? Also, lasers were kind of requested. The ERPs is 56 heat. Yeah, so it's the same heat. So would not see us any benefits. I know we're taking a little while to work through this, but I feel it's important to do. Although the Klein ERPs are... Nope, say tonnage as well. Sometimes you gotta go. No ammo for the Luger. It's light Gauss rifle ammo. So we have plenty of ammo for the Luger. So all of this light Gauss doubles. Yeah, that's Luger ammo. Large supers are awesome. Keep them. I agree. Oh, range-wise, there's a special range mode that they have that will shoot at very extended ranges. It's pretty good at it. So. Oh. This is a really tough question. It'll save me the 4 tons, and I can find the rest of the tonnage in just stripping a little bit of armor. Or I could, at that point, I might even be able to fit endo steel on there. And endo steel is fairly cheap because it's not going to take damage through the mech. That might be the best solution. Part of me is resisting that, but because I want the silver bullet back. But no, that's probably the best idea. Pull this off, pull off the ammo, pull out the engine, give me a double ton of light Gauss rifle ammo, weapon, Luger, 0.75 overweight, and just a quick check to see if endo steel fits it. I don't think it will, but it's a check. 3 slots missing. Yeah, no. That will allow me to bring my ammunition inboard, which is very important to me. Put that right there, and I will trim a little bit off the back. 5 and back. We'll just have to try not to get shot in the back. It'll be fine. That's pull it nice and in, and then almost done. And then cram the rest of that in the back armor. There we go. Okay, I think that's a design. It's a cheap design. It's a quick design. I mean, quick as 34 days can be. There's already a few hags in our company. Luger. You also have a replacement. Yeah, we have like 6 Lugers. I had basic clan armor for the free case. Do I have basic clan armor? Oh, I do. The problem is it's more expensive though. Like, it's an increase in cost, and like this is super cheap. Although blowing this entire side torso out would be absolutely hilarious. No spare parts. Put the light engine back on it? Nah. I think the Luger's fine as an addition. If we get a different setup of weapons, if I can get a radical prototype double heatsink kit, then we can start more leaning into some crazy stuff. But this actually probably is a pretty good idea. Slots. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 slot away from being able to cram that in. So, it's an interesting design. Not something I'd normally build, but it'll work. Fairly well armored. There's a little bit of light shaving off of the arms, but we have replacement Supras. So, we have replacement Supras, we have replacement Lugers. We do not have a replacement MRM, but the MRM is the thing that's ruining everything anyway. So, if I can change this over to 2 Clan LRM 20s, that would be way better, and we would jump at that instantaneously. I think it would be cooler too. Would like to catch more streams. Have to go figure out how to get 27 hours into Wednesday. So jealous you have Hardened Pharaoh. We picked up so much Hardened Pharaoh, Clan Hardened Pharaoh. Yeah, we picked up so much of this stuff from loot boxes. It was crazy. All right, we'll build it. 893,670. 34 days until completion. That'll be Big Brother, the Atlas, for Antonides. And yeah, hopefully we don't go broke.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Both Atlases are now being worked on. This one will be Melee Death Incarnate. This one is much more designed to long-range plink you and just beat you down. Think of it like the ultimate Sun Spider. It'll be good. Maybe. Future upgrades for this design mainly are going to revolve around getting 2 Clan LRM 20s in the shoulder instead. That'll help at longer-ish ranges. And I suppose the Luger is a superior version to the UAC 5. The hardpoints are a little bit weird on this one. If I find any like really big energy weapons, we can put those on the arms instead and lean fully into that instead of sort of doing your standard Atlas catch-all. So, all right, let's run the clock out, I guess. We have to chill for a couple of people. Let some time pass. So we get our 18 back. Stop. 2 mechs are being worked on. Both of them are Atlases. Atlosi. Do we change out? I really want to swap out running gun.
To the grease pit, Commander.
I want to swap out running gun for this Hellhound and turn it into our next. Does have that shoulder ballistic. Turn it into our next thumper. Like, I have the tonnage for it, but I also really like this MMS system. But it's so cheap. Ah. Oh, the Talus is done. What did we wind up putting on the Talus? It was a heavy MRAM and an AC5. Oh, bots. Murder! Kill the bots! Slay the bots! Banned. Boom. And ban. So now we can find a direwolf. Yeah, we're kind of looking for a direwolf. One is embrace, the other is extend, the others are extinguish. So rack 5, standard rack 5, 2 medium improved heavy lasers, and a streak 15 with a laser AMS set for the other side and a tag. That's a pretty tightly wound mech right there. I'm gonna miss the true MMS. Not a bad look to it. I'm not expecting visitors. Alright. So we're gonna put a gun here for the YouTube people. So to my YouTube people, thank you very much for watching. I have been Tyranky. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every single time I list one video, just press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.